Hello, good people. Well, stop scratching my head. I was told that I'd scratch, and I do this. I don't know whether it's nervous itching or not. I don't know. I'm not used to this YouTube stuff. But got a taster for you today. Not cider taster. It's my quest, my continuing quest for finding decent beer in China. And I know I make it sound as though there isn't any, but there is. But also another thing, just before we go on, I've kind of worked out. The other video I did, we had rain and storms and whatever, and then the sun came out, and it was actually quite nice. But the sky just looked white, and I went and checked and talked to my mate Chat again, and he said that your exposure is all wrong on the. I don't want to get in trouble for exposure, do I? So I thought I'd better work it out. And they say if you touch, not your fizzog, touch the sky. See, I've interfered with it again, and it's gone white. So you touch the sky, and that, yeah. I mean, I've gone a bit darker, which isn't, that's not a bad thing, is it? So let me see if I can turn it around the other way. See if you can see actually how we're up. Does that show the sky better? Oh, there you go. You learn everything on this channel, don't you? It's just information non-stop, education. It's a bit dark there, but it doesn't matter. Oh, another quick story before we go on to the tasting. What if I do? If I press my fizzog, oh yeah, see, I've lost the blue. See, listen. I promise you, if I get up to double figures viewing, I'll or even subscribers, I might even. Oh, lean back. Oh, that was it. I suppose if you stop it. Oh, that's better. Right, quick story. I went out on my old clickety boing bicycle for a little ride around the golf course and area, and I don't know how it happened, but I ended up at the clubhouse again. So up on the balcony, I might try and add photos of where you view. It's nice, and you get a nice breeze, and there's these gazebos, 4 gazebos up there, and one of them blew down in the typhoon we had the other week. But they've put the canopy back. They've repaired it and put the canopy back on it. So I'm sitting there, and I'm having a sneaky little beer, and I can hear coming like a bird or a rat or something scurrying around somewhere. And you're sitting there on this big balcony, bars and restaurant is behind. I think, what the bloody hell? And anyway, I narrowed it down. There's a gazebo next door, and they've got these big metal poles, 4 metal poles holding them up, each individual gazebo. And I'm working out this scurrying and scratching. It's coming from inside one of the poles. And when I looked under the canopy, you put your hand up at the top where all the connectors come or whatever, you can feel it's hollow. So what I reckon is a little bird has sought refuge under there during those heavy rains and winds, or a group of them, sparrows I reckon, I guessed it was, and in the little corner, and they probably all huddled up, and they probably, they squabble like birds do, if you know what I mean. So I reckon one of them, kind of like in the squabble, went down the pole, and because it's not wide enough to flap and get out, it was stuck there. So anyway, I'm listening to it, and I went down and I tried to work it out, and it was in this big concrete base, and I went, sat back down, had a sip on my beer, and said, shit, what am I going to do? It just, I can't let anything die slowly, and yeah, mosquitoes again. I've got me bat, whatever use that freaking thing is. So anyway, I'm sitting there, then a Chinese family came out and sat there. Anyway, it's just, they're immune to noise pollution or anything distracting. So they're sitting there, and there's this scurrying going on in this post, and not one of them paid attention to it. So I thought, I've had enough of this. So I went up there and I said, oh, ni hao, yeah, Chinese, me, speak Chinese, ni hao, and I pointed to the post, and they were looking at me as if it's a crazy foreigner sort of thing. But I went like this to the post, and they were looking at each other and said, shall we go or whatever. Then all of a sudden, one of the young guy, he heard it, and but they didn't seem to give a monkeys. But when I showed determination, I started dismantling stuff and what have you. And then, bless her heart, one of the women from the clubhouse bar or the cafeteria looked like she was going home, and then she looked to see what I was doing, and I'm pointing to the post, like kind of like I say, like it's bigger than that, and luckily, because the bird had obviously, what they do, it stayed quiet, so you couldn't hear anything for a while. But luckily, it started. She went, so we, the pair of it, and then the Chinese family, they got interested in it then, because she could explain what was going on. So fair play to her. The worker, she actually got on the phone and called the maintenance guy of the golf course. Anyway, we took the whole bloody thing apart. It was pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. We've got everybody involved saving this. And I actually, do you know what, halfway through I thought, oh shit, I hope it's not a rat. we release a rat, everybody will fucking. Oh, anyway. But we got it, and these poles, they were cemented into this big concrete block. So we kind of like dismantled it, so the pole and the block was on its own, and it's just a hollow top. And I was hoping that maybe the bird could, but obviously it couldn't get enough lift inside to get up the pole. So anyway, this big concrete block, and we were lifting it over, brought it down, and brilliant. When we got level, the sparrow flew out and flew just into a bush that was about, 3 yards away. Little, not bush, like a potted plant sort of thing, and it seemed so happy. Well, I don't know how long it had been in there or whatever, but it seemed that it hung around a little bit, did all its whole, and then it buggered off, and it was great, and everybody was like, high fiving, "Way, good job." Now, it's just culture difference. Culture. I would say 95 out of 100 Chinese people wouldn't fucking bother. They say, he'll die soon. Well, that would have been a long, horrible, slow death. But when you kind of like make an effort, they're with you. And then I helped them put it all back together again, the maintenance guy, and I was saying, yeah, good job, high fives, and everybody felt good about themselves. And do you know what? The bad thing about it was, I didn't film any of it. Call myself a YouTuber, I didn't film any of it. And that would have been cool to put on here. If I lost the sky again. There you go, touch that, get the blue back. Oh no, I've made it worse. There you go. So I didn't film any of it, but it was a feel-good factor moment, and that would have been great. Just tipping this pole down, and it took two of us to put such a big concrete block that this post was on. But anyway, that was my afternoon. Second day of the Chinese holiday. Went out last night, had a good time. But anyway, back to the tasting. Went to the supermarket a few weeks back and found this tin of beer, craft beer, 4.5. Now, that to me doesn't scream of beer. It looks more like a tin of paint to me. But it's 6 Swan. I mean, if you say it fast, it sounds like 6 Swan. 6 Swan that's not very well. Strange name for a beer, but 4.5. They actually do. It's another Swan name. I forgot what that was, and that was a 3 point something. I thought, well, no really much point in that, is it? So I hope it's light enough to see me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I did. And would you believe, I saw, what is this, 1 litre. I can't remember how much this was. It wasn't much, but I actually saw they had a 10 litre tin, which I'll put a picture of it when I edit this video. 10 litres for 99 RMB, or yuan, how you say in China. That works out to £1 a litre of 4.5 craft ale. Oh, you could get by on that, couldn't you? You could get by on that. I mean, all right, it might taste like shite, but let's give it a go. Six Swan. I mean, I don't know where they get bloody names from. I wonder if it says where this is brewed, what part of China. Ah, it's all Chinese. I could do me translating shit, but I've actually seen this in a few supermarkets. So let's try it. I haven't got great hopes, to be honest with you, but I've got so much mosquito repellent all over the place. It's like my hands are all oiled up. It's difficult to pick up the tin. Right, Amstel glass, one of my favourite glasses actually, but let's see how we go with this. Oh shit, again, spilt half of it. Right, it's got more fizz than my last batch of cider, that's for sure. It's clearing nicely. Let's get my big fat hand out of the way. Yeah, so this 1 litre, I think it was like, what would it be? What was it? I think it was only about 30 RMB at £3. Now, of course, when you buy the 10 litre one, it was cheaper per litre, but yeah, what I was expecting, a lot of citrus there. But it's definitely got the crafty beer taste. Let's light me up a bit. You can see what the sky is. Yeah. So okay, we'll just have to live with white skies. And okay, I'll show you that again in case you didn't. It's a bit cloudy actually, but craft beer usually is. So let's have a go at the 6 Swan, shall we? Well, pleasantly surprised by the lack of citrus taste, but unpleasantly surprised by the lack of beer taste. Now, don't judge too quickly. I've had a couple of lagers and a packet of salt vinegar crisps, which I shouldn't be eating, very bad for you, but it's my favourite. What's your favourite crisps out there, eh? Cheese and onion, salt vinegar. Salt vinegar's got to be the one. Oh, plain crisps. Good old plain crisps. All right, let's have another go. It's nothing great, but it's better enough. How can I say, is it better than I thought? Listen, you can have citrus beers that are, for me, over citrus, but they still taste okay. This one, nah, I don't think I'll be buying the 10 litre can, to be honest with you. But again, when you're trying something new, it's like my apple and peach cider the other day. I did have another bottle. I had another 2 bottles actually. And at first I wasn't over. I think I said in the video, yeah, it was getting better with each taste. You can say that about a lot of crap beers and drinks. You know, when you get used to it. But also you can judge too quickly and say, oh, I don't like that, and then come back to it later. You wouldn't have seen that. Sparrowhawk just flew over. Actually seen quite a lot of different wildlife recently around here. It's all because there's a lot of water. It's all herons and egrets, shitloads of magpies. There are, God knows why, how there's still some songbirds left. So many magpies. You got the azure magpies. See wildlife again. So you just gain so much from this channel. Azure magpies, your common magpies. Hoopoe just flying over there. Hoopoe, see a hoopoe. Beautiful birds. And I usually have my binoculars at the go. Yeah, because you get some interesting sights on the golf course. Well, I won't elaborate because I'll get into big trouble. All right, so let's try it again, shall we? See if it's. I'm happy that it's not like drinking. Sometimes it's very like aromatic, like drinking flowers or soap. Sometimes the craft beers. So before we go, and the wife's cooking again. So it's my favourite time of the day to come out here, do a little video while the wife's cooking. Because when I'm sitting there bored and I get the smell of the cooking, I just get so impatient because cooking's good. So, all right, last one before I wish you adieu. That's pretty bland. Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. I would order that in a pub. I would order that if there was just kind of like your Carlsbergs or whatever for a change. Nothing like the IPA I had in the Chindow bar the other day. No, not a patch. Like I said, I won't be buying the 10 litre, but I would if I'm in the supermarket and I'm not, I haven't got a brew on the go or anything, or something that's racked and the fridge is empty. I'd probably toss up between the Heineken and this. And I know most people say, God, it's got to be this. And yeah, nine times out of 10, it probably would be. And not so gassy either. Oh, go on, one more. Yeah, that's okay. All right, actually, I'll say one more and say goodbye. Just another little story about China and their holidays. I've just got the sky back in as I'm leaning back. As I say, it's second day into the holiday. Now it's all gone quiet now, but move to the countryside, get some peace and quiet. There's so much renovation on these properties going on. Would you freaking believe it? This morning and yesterday morning, first 2 days of the holidays, next door and across the road, circular saws and jackhammers, starting at like 7:30, and I went out in my pants and shut the fuck. So they quieted it down, but they started up again at 9. Now I don't think they're supposed to be working. But thankfully this afternoon we've had peace and quiet. But then what happens? The dogs start up across the road. Yap. Now, listen, I'm Mr. Grumpy anyway. So it is most of the time. Sorry, keep tapping it. I'm sorry, I've gone all dark again. Most of the time it's like this, but it's when you want to come out and relax and sit down. If the mosquitoes aren't eating your life, somebody's making it, like coming out here for breakfast. I love when the weather cools down a bit. I'll come out here for breakfast, and if they start that shit, but no, it's not that bad. Anyway, sorry, I'm moaning too much. Happy holidays. Well, it's not your holiday, not holidays, the rest of the world, but that's just a blackbird. But I shall stay out here. I shall finish the rest of this litre. Wait for the missus to call me for din-dins, and hopefully 4.5 a litre should do the job. Try and stay awake for the movie. Good night.